around here. I'm from up north. Bolivar. Just flew in today. So I love telling that, and after shows, there's always somebody that's like, "Are you really from Bolivar?" And I'm like, "You think if I was just picking a random town to be from, I would have picked Bolivar?" Like Humansville is right up the road. That's way from here. Getting old, I miss the good. Like I used to do fun stuff when I was young. Like we'd go to Pomme de Terre Lake, and like there's a bridge, and people would be like, somebody'd be like, "Let's just jump off the bridge." And when you're young, you're like, "Why not? Like what could go wrong?" You think about it, you just went up there, looked over the edge, you're like, "Oh boy, this is gonna be a lot of fun." Next thing you know, you're sitting on the edge, kicking your legs over and flying. And I feel like I should still be able to do stuff like that. But the other day I was getting out in the bathtub. And I was looking over the edge. I was like, "Oh boy. It's not even a floor mat. This is going to be pretty dangerous." Next thing you know, I'm sitting on the edge, kicking my legs over and slowly standing up. I'm getting old enough. I'm at that point in my life where I feel like at any point in any conversation, you should be able to say, "Well, I've had about enough of this." Just walk away. Like, I don't know why you can't do that. I feel like you should be able to do that. So. I'm also getting old enough, I can't remember what I like unless Facebook tells me. Is anybody at that point? Like we live off our algorithm. I'm like, I do like Wendy's. I forgot about that. Mine's like bad. It started bad. It started sending me like cricket videos. Like the sport, not Jiminy. And I was like, I don't think I like cricket, And then it was like, it started sending me WNBA videos. And I'm like, you might have missed on this one again. Because I really don't even watch basketball. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to watch women's basketball. Turns out I was wrong. I love that. I'm watching it all the time now. Like I don't watch like the full games. The right amount of time to watch the WNBA is like TikTok length. I feel like you get the gist of it. But I like watching Caitlin Clark shoot her threes. Angel Reese doing whatever she's doing out there. Like she's getting her shots blocked by girls that aren't even jumping. Like how do you do that? And I got to thinking that was my entire basketball career. I got a little bit in common with these WNBA ladies, None of us can dunk. We can hit a layup though, every once in a while, We both want a little bit more money for what we do, which is entertain 400 or 500 people every weekend. And none of us like dildos thrown at us. And I don't look like I would have a lot in common with a WNBA player. I mean, I know what I look like, I look like if AI generated me, they'd probably put a MAGA hat on me. Like, I get it. Like some of your guys, like, I bet he got pretty worked up when Cracker Barrel tried to change their logo. So yeah, I was just as surprised as you guys to find out I had so much in common with them tall black lesbians. Facebook's taught me a lot of stuff I didn't even realize I like. I didn't realize how much I like watching grown men clean up overgrown yards. I'll sit and watch Spencer with SB mowing all day. I was getting excited. My wife will walk by and I'll be like, "Look at this! Couldn't even tell there was a sidewalk there earlier. Look at that." That's crazy. I love it. My algorithm gets a little wild sometimes. Last year I had a buddy that was going over to Europe to do some shows and was like will you open for me in Europe? And I was with my wife, and I was like, we got to figure out if it's worth going and what's everything. So we go out to eat that night. We go to PF Chang's, and we get done with the meal. And that night, I open up my fortune, and it says, an overseas trip is in your near future. Oh, that's pretty freaky. My algorithms made it outside of Facebook. It gets on paper now. And the Changs are involved. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. So I've gotten to the point now where if I get like a couple videos about cleansing my liver, I will call a doctor and stop drinking for a little bit. Like they know something I don't. So I am at doctors a lot. I got a lot of back problems. I don't know if it's from jumping off bridges or not, but I go everywhere. My wife sends me like everywhere. So I go like get like acupuncture, I do massages, decompression tables, chiropractors. If it gets bad, there's a guy in town. I think he's a wizard. She'll send me like he can somehow fix it. But I got to noticing like everywhere you go, there's like different levels of undressing. You know, you get a massage and you're just like in your underwear. You go like get acupuncture and they just have you take your shirt off. If your chiropractor wants you to take your shirt off, you need a new chiropractor. That's not normal. If a wizard wants you to take your shirt off, just take it off. It's easier. It's just easier. But sometimes I'll forget where I'm at though. And the doctor will come in and be like, hey, buddy, what you got your pants off for? And I'm like, oh, is this just a shirt off visit? You know? He's like, you're at the dentist's office. You probably should put your pants back on. I was at my regular doctor the other day, and I was like, I got to lose some weight. What should I do? And he's like, try that carnivore diet. And I was like, man, that sounds too good to be true. And he's like, I got tons of people losing weight on it. I was like, it don't even make sense, though. You can lose weight just eating like hamburgers and corn dogs and funnel cakes. He's like, that's carnival. I was like, well, I got a bucket of kettle corn I got to get rid of again. But I knew I had to do something to lose some weight. So last few months I've been microdosing Ozempic. So far I'm winning. It hasn't affected me at all. Right now it's like all the time I just feel like a little bit nauseous and a lot. Give me some more of that candy. Some more of that candy. So. But I'm not doing it necessarily for the weight loss. I'm doing it mostly for the class action lawsuit that's coming. Is this coming? It's coming. You don't lose 50% of your body weight from a drug not designed for weight loss. And bad things not happen in the future for you. So. I'm just saying, I missed out on that Campbell's water treatment settlement. Yeah. I'm not missing out on this one. I'm need to retire. I'm just hoping to lower my A1C while increasing my 401k. That's my goal. So last year I became an ordained minister. Yeah, bless you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I had a buddy of mine and he's like, we want you to officiate our wedding. And I'm thinking that is going to backfire on you pretty bad probably. But I was like, let me look into it. Because I didn't know. Like I knew you could get ordained online, but I didn't know what I had to do. Like do I have to pick a denomination? You know, do I have to choose between Lutheran and Methodist? You know, like do I want to talk in tongues? Like I don't know what direction I want to go. I want to go Mormon maybe. Give me a couple extra wives. Doesn't sound too bad. Maybe I want to start my own religion and move to Waco. I got a lot of options. You know? But I don't know. Like, and I don't know what, like, do I have to be a member of a church? Do I have to prove I've been baptized? Because I don't remember getting any paperwork. You know? I don't even know if there's such a thing as a rebirth certificate. And if there is, I don't think it's something they print out. It seems like it'd just be stored in the cloud to me. The big one, am I going to have to tell them what I did on Rumspringer? Because I don't need that information getting out. Heck, I'm not even Amish anymore, you know? I just did that a couple of years in college on a dare, you know? So I went online. I was like, if you're curious, you need like a valid email address, and that's actually the biggest hurdle in the whole process. Instead of that, you need like $50, and then you need about 5 minutes of internet access, and you're in. You know, and I don't think you really even need $50. There's different packages. I paid a little extra so I could get the tag to hang in my car so I could park closer to hospitals and stuff. So you can probably get in cheaper than that if you want. But then it just takes like a handful of days, and I get a certificate in the mail from the Universal Life Church. So I'm a minister. At that point, it kind of hits you like I'm a minister now. You know, how big do I want Bryce Stanley Ministries to get? Like, what do I want to do? I was like, I don't think I want to start my own church. I don't think I'm responsible enough to handle my own flock. So I don't think I did. I had a couple pretty good ideas. I think like a portable confession booth would be cool. A couple porta potties, just tape them up, cut a hole in the middle. Like I got it designed. Like I think that'd be cool. I think being a tour guide for Rumspringer would be a pretty good idea. You know, I can get those guys through Vegas without getting any STDs. You know, I know the spots. So, yeah. And then it's like you get to like, what do I want to do? I want to do funerals, or am I too funny to do funerals? Like I don't know. You know, maybe I do some bar mitzvahs and stuff like that. I don't know. My hands aren't super steady, but I could do a bris if it paid all right. You know? So, I don't know. But I said for sure I want to do weddings, but I don't want to do like all weddings. Like, I'm not going to do first weddings. That's way too much pressure. You know? You've been thinking about this a while. You know, it's in a fancy church or an expensive venue that you've rented. No way. Some girl's been dreaming about this since she was 4 years old. Yeah. And I don't want a little adultery joke that doesn't land with the crowd to ruin her life. You know? So no way, first weddings. Second weddings I will do. I'll do your second wedding for you. They're in cooler places. You know, they're in like the Park Pavilion. You know, country club. I'm more comfortable there. Plus, I figure second weddings, I figure you know what you did wrong the first time. You're clearly not going to do that again. Like, this wedding will definitely last. You know? Second weddings tend to last 50% longer than first, and I totally made that up, but it sounds like it. It sounds kind of real, you know? So, second weddings, I'll do. Third weddings, no. At that point, I figure you probably should have learned your lesson. You know? Maybe this isn't for you. Third weddings are in places like your backyard. Like, that's no fun at all. Fourth wedding, same thing. No chance, man. I figure at this point, something's wrong. You've either run out of money, you've got like 3 ex-wives that died of mysterious causes. Idiot, whatever's going on, you're the problem. And I'm not getting involved with it. Plus, fourth weddings are in places like your living room. You know, or maybe like on your back deck. You know, like, can we get this barbecue grill moved before the ceremony? You know, I don't want to be involved with that. And if you're on your fourth marriage, I support you. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. I just don't want to sign the paperwork. You know? I don't want to be involved with it. And I'm not real sure that you need to be signing a marriage certificate at this point. You know? Maybe you need to be co-signing a 6-month lease on an apartment. See if you can make it through a trial period first. So, fourth weddings, no. Fifth weddings, I'll do it. I'll do it. I figure if you're going to jump off the bridge again, I'll do it. I'm with you. Let's do this thing. So, plus fifth weddings, a lot of times they're like destination weddings, which are real cool. You know, I mean, usually the destination's like a tattoo parlor, but it's still kind of fun. You know, so second and fifth weddings. That's what Bryce Stanley Ministries specializes in. So, and a lot of my business is word of mouth. So, you guys know anybody in the Springfield area getting married for a second or fifth time? Send them my way. Speaking of marriage, my wife and I, we just celebrated 34 years of marriage. A lot of hard work. It's our 4th anniversary, but she'd been married like 18 years before. I've been married 12, so we added it up. Went to Branson, so pretty big day. Pretty big day. I did a little something different this time, though. I married an older woman. Yeah, she's my little cougar. And I'm her slow-moving prey. That was not hard to track down. She was waiting until I got up from my nap. I'm like, gotcha! She doesn't like when I call her cougar for some reason. She's like, stop doing that. Like that. You wouldn't like it if it was the other way around. If you were the older one, I called you like a jaguar. Jaguar. That's how she pronounced it too. Jaguar. I'm like, pretty sure it's pronounced pedophile. That's the word you're looking for. That's what you're looking for. She's always giving me trouble. Like, stop telling people that. Like, it's no big deal. I'm not that much older than you. We were born the same year. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, we were born the same year, but you were born in February. I wasn't born until late September. It's a pretty big gap. If you've seen a 7-month-old child next to a newborn baby, it's a big difference. It's a big difference. And I feel like as a younger one, it's my responsibility to bridge that generation. It's my responsibility to get to know what life was like for her when she was a child. So I ask a lot of questions. I'm like, when you were young, did you used to ride on a stagecoach? She's like, what? I was like, before TV, when you listen to radio shows, you just like look at the wall. Jeez, man. She'd be like, we graduated high school together, you dipshit. Angry cougar. We're different, man. She is full speed. Like, she lives her life like she's attached to a rocket. I live mine like I'm going down a slow playground slide. Like, I'll get there, but it ain't gonna be real fast. She gets a lot more done than I do in a day. Her favorite thing to do is get projects done. And she likes getting them done like early in the day. So later in the day she can kick back and come up with some more projects. She tries to trick me sometimes. She'll be like, you should get that done this morning. Get that off your plate. I don't have a plate. Nothing's on my plate, nothing's on my radar, nothing's coming down my pipe. I let the world come to me. I'm like a blind guy playing dodgeball. I don't do shit till I get hit. She does that. She barely sleeps. She only sleeps like 3-4 hours a night. I don't know how she does it. I'm pretty well rested. You know? So I got to do the math. She's awake like 3 or 4 more hours every day than I am. You calculate that out for a week, she's like living an extra day compared to me. That's how much she's awake compared to me. She could be running a pretty good sized regional drug cartel and I have no idea. No idea. We're different too. She does stuff like she travels with me a lot, and we'll pull in like to a gas station to get a drink or something, and she'll be like, "Hey, you wanna top it off while we're here?" I'm like, "What? You mean do I want to get gas on my hands one more time?" And she's like, "No, I don't." Like, honey, there's a light in our car that tells us when we need to get more fuel. Let's use the technology. That's what my generation does. She does all kinds of crazy stuff. We live in Bolivar, and she'll get a utility bill in the mail. She'll come in the house, write a check, put it in the envelope, get in her car, and drive it and pay it the same day it came in our mailbox. That's crazy. Like, I like to see which ones will send a second notice. Let's test this thing and see if it's for real. And she'd get all excited. Like, I paid the electric bill today, and I'm like, okay, boomer, but I don't think it's even due yet. I'd come home from work, and she's like, I want to get those clothes off of you. And I was like, all right. What are you going to do to me? She's like, I got to get a little laundry started. It's not what I was hoping for. She does take care of her house, while I'm sleeping. And I finally realized, just a while back, why she takes care of the house so well. It's because, when she was young, and if you're young, you may not believe this story. But when she was young, families would just sit at home on a Friday night, just whittling, making their own clothes, stuff like that. And the doorbell would ring, Well, nowadays when the doorbell rings, you're not going to answer it. There could be a nut job out there. You're not. No way. You may check your phone and see who's on the ring doorbell. You're not answering. But back then, they just put down their cigarette and answered the door. Wide open. And I was like, this is crazy. And they just open it up, and it'd be a couple people from church or something. And they'd be like, we decided to come over to your house and hang out all night. What? If somebody did that today, you'd have some questions. Why didn't you just FaceTime us? Crazy. Are you running from the law right now? How did you find out where we live? Now, back then, they'd bring them on in. 10 minutes later, they'd be playing 10-point pitch while the kids choked down secondhand smoke. It's crazy. Like I said, if you're young, you may not believe that story, but my wife and both my grandpas told me it was true, so I feel like it's real. I should. I don't like shit on my wife all the time. I'm not always here. I'm very complimentary. I'm always you're the greatest generation. Try to make her feel better. And I really shouldn't. I shouldn't give her too much trouble, because quite frankly, 7 months from now, that's going to be me. So, that should probably be nice. Sometimes I wish she would lean into being older. I wish she'd dress older. When the ladies used to wear them real thin floral blouses? I wish she'd wear those. You guys know what I'm talking about? Real thin, thin enough they could walk by the window and you get a little sneaky peeky what's underneath there. You see the little silhouette, everything, life alert necklace and everything under there. I wish she'd do old lady things. I'd love to have bowls of hard candy sitting around the house. That would be nice. Do old lady things like folding Afghans in front of me. Get me all excited. Baby, that's round. How are you going to fold that square? I don't think you can do it. You get me pretty excited. The candy in the dish ain't the hardest thing in the room right now, I can tell you that. Why don't you turn off Murder, She Wrote? We'll fire up the electric blanket. Have us a good night. I've gotten to the point in my comedy career, a lot of times after shows, I'll spend like 30 minutes or an hour just signing autographs. And I don't mind doing that, but now I got a whole backpack full of autographs I need to do. If anybody's interested, let me know. I do have some souvenirs. I'll be out there after the show and stuff. I got these cool lighters that say Bryce Stanley Comedy on them. Yeah, pretty cool. If you look real close, there's a bottle opener on the other end. Yeah. You get a free lighter. A lighter, you get a free bottle opener. So that's pretty cool. If you just want a bottle opener, it comes with a free lighter. But they're attached, so. But they're cool. And Bryce Stanley Comedy, that's where you should follow me, like on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and YouTube and all those places. It helps me out. So check that out. And then I got these cool koozies, if anybody's happens to be drinking. Say, working through some stuff. That's my album. I got an actual album. Like sometimes people are like, what kind of music do you sing? And I'm like, you just watched me do 45 minutes of comedy. You think I sing reggae on the side? It's a comedy album. It's jokes, but none of the jokes on the album I told tonight. So it'll all be new. But it's called Working Through Some Stuff. It's like everywhere. It's like Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Tinder, wherever they have. And then you hear it on Sirius XM 97. They play it on there all the time too. So check that out. And like on that stuff, I got some stickers and stuff too. And I just like set it all out there, and I got a hat, and you can just put whatever money you want in the hat, and grab what you want. It's just kind of a donation thing. So you grab a lighter and take off running. I'm in no shape to chase you down. Send up with a free lighter and a guilty conscience. And a bottle opener. Hat takes up to $100 bills. And then I also got like Cash App and like Venmo and that kind of stuff. Is it weird that you can like other people's Venmo payments? Isn't that weird? Like if you're buying wheat from me, like that makes sense. I like that. But like you send her like $40 for Halloween decorations. It's a little weird. I can sit on the sideline and go. I like that. Sure like to see some more of that. My wife and I are, like, another thing I've noticed that we're different is the amount of information we need, you know? Like, and I learned this, like, ladies, you ask your husband, like, how his last doctor's appointment went. He's going to give you, like, a 2-word answer, probably, at most. He's like, okay, or not bad, you know? And us guys, we're dumb enough to think that's going to end the conversation. We're like, that should be enough. I mean, we're smart enough not to say, like, really good or really bad, because you're going to have follow-up questions we don't want, you know? But if it's the other way around and you guys ask your ladies about their last doctor's appointment, you're going to hear about a doctor's appointment. Like a whole story. Like maybe take some notes, because on our follow-up, you're going to need to remember these terms, you know? She's going to tell you about it. My wife's told me stories about doctor's appointments that lasted longer than the doctor's appointment. Lasted. I'm like, are you throwing in highlights from other doctor's appointments? What's going on around here? So, and I realized this really the other day. We were out eating with some friends, and my wife's like, hey, Bryce, tell them that story when we were in Mexico and that raccoon stole that bread off that lady's plate. And I'm like, I think you just told the whole story. Like, what else you need? It's like Mexico, and the bread, and the raccoon, and the stealing. Like, it's all there. You know? You ladies may have additional questions you have about this story. I don't know. But I'm telling you, when I was telling that story, the guys in here felt like they were in Mexico with me. They were right sitting beside me. They could see the breeze coming off the Gulf of America, blowing them little raccoon hairs around, you know? They could smell the tacos, feel the tariffs we just gave them, you know? They were there. And then my wife, she starts telling the story. And she's like, the resort we were staying at was like tiered. So they're like, all the rooms were here, and then like the pool was down here. And there's only one restaurant down there. That's the one we ate at because we didn't have to go get out our swimsuits. But at the top were all the restaurants, but not this one. This one was like even with our room, but it was over here, like on the side and everything. And that night we got there like early, and I don't know why, because we thought it would open at 4, but it didn't. And then we got there, the only other person that was there was this guy from Canada. And it's like, you wouldn't think there'd be a lot of people from Canada and Mexico. There's a lot of people. It's really surprising. And I was like, well, I've had about enough of this. And I left. All right, guys, I'm Bryce Stanley. You guys are doing a lot of fun.